Believe me, I don't know the answer to this question, but I'm thinking.
Okay, all right. Look, I know a lot of people
out of your car and better gas usage.
Turn now to the president's escalating plan.
Former pop star.
Global warming, the state imposing a...
It's wonderful.
I know the human being and fish can coexist peacefully.
I like to fish.
I have two cars. I have an all-electric car, and I also have one of the new hybrids.
Halle Berry, Cindy Crawford, and Pierce Brosnan showed up to protest an environmental cause at Malibu's Surfrider Beach. The protest was over a floating terminal planned to be built in Malibu Beach waters. The terminal would unload gas tankers and is said to bring more pollution to the California skies.
Bush's government is accused of conducting a campaign to censor global warming scientists and of altering or stifling their reports.
Brendan O'Connor from Australia.
Thank you.
I've got a question about global warming. What is your plan?
Good. First of all, the globe is warming. We got a real problem. America is addicted to oil.
Critics say the Bush administration isn't putting enough money behind his energy ideas. But even critics are hard-pressed to argue with the president's new passion for alternative sources of energy.
The ultimate goal is to have solar technology on your home.
America now must import 10 million barrels of oil a day. One group says imports could be slashed by 8 million barrels a day by the year 2025 if every car on the road were a hybrid.
Ready to change the way you live. But in terms of changing the way you live, I think it's very difficult for you to ask other people to do it unless you're willing to do it. Are you willing to do it?
We purchase wind energy and green energy that does not produce carbon dioxide. That does cost a little more because a lot of communities actually have laws preventing the installation of solar photovoltaic.
So I assume the answer is no. Let's go to the next question.
And if I could...
É particularmente inconveniente para os grandes poluidores que não querem parar de poluir, de lançar poluição no ar, e alguns políticos que são financiados por grandes poluidores. É imoral tomar decisões que condenem as futuras gerações a diminuir suas expectativas de vida.
I am Al Gore. I used to be the next president of the United States of America.
He may not be gay, but Al Gore, total fag. No, I'm just kidding. Amazing capacity is to state the obvious and make it new.
Most climate scientists consider it the best depiction of global warming. Inhofe says there's evidence that the Antarctic is actually cooling, even though most scientific findings suggest the contrary.
We have seen too much documentation to know that the world is getting warmer. We know that the ice shelves are melting. And for him to say otherwise just is like putting a bag over his head and not seeing it.
If your child has a fever, you go to the doctor. It may be a sign that something's wrong. We've gone to the scientific community, and they've said, yes, this has a fever. It's in trouble.
The American people know when their intelligence is being insulted. They know when they're being used.
Arnold Schwarzenegger in San Francisco announcing with great fanfare a California law to curb emissions of greenhouse gases at the root of global warming.
California leads the way on one of the most important issues that are facing our time, which is the fight against global warming.
O assunto é o presidente George Bush. Ele é fortemente contrário à política ambiental do atual presidente americano. E como ele se sente sendo cidadão do maior emissor de gases do efeito estufa e que até agora não assinou o protocolo de Kyoto com medidas para reduzir os gases poluidores. Meu país tem a obrigação de mudar porque somos uma enorme fonte de poluição que provoca aquecimento global. Consumimos o dobro de energia da Europa, por exemplo. Nossa democracia tem sido influenciada por corporações que têm muito dinheiro, e isto resulta em políticas que atendem aos mais ricos e não ao interesse público. Ao Gore diz que os Estados Unidos e o Brasil poderiam liderar outros países na direção do uso de combustíveis mais limpos, e que o Brasil já é um líder contra o álcool. Estamos perto do ponto em que a maioria das pessoas demandará que os políticos ajam. Encerra o Gore.
Thanks for coming. welcome to the White House.